Yo, people, it's your boy Halftime Hawks, and we're here with the pre-game thoughts for the Arsenal versus Bayern Munich in the Champions League. And I am gassed. What? Arsenal back in the quarterfinals of the Champions League. God damn. I haven't seen that since what? I was young, man. Like, we're talking like 14, 15 years ago. Crazy. And now we're back. And do you know why it's sweet? Yeah. Because nobody thought that we would get here, in Arteta's first season as a manager in the UCL. A lot of these players in the squad haven't actually I don't think any of them have. Actually, sorry, my bad. Havertz and Jorginho in it, but the large majority of the squad have not, and Partey have not played in Champions League. So we're a young team. This is like a first dance, I guess you could call it, for the majority of them. And for that being the case, for us to be in the quarterfinals facing Bayern Munich, it's so beautiful. I can't lie. Because this is what we want, right? We want to be able to see our teams like compete at the highest of levels and play against the biggest teams in the world. And yeah, it's just been way too long. I've been watching us play in these next places and these dead teams from other leagues, and even sometimes struggling with that. So for us to be in the Champions League and have only lost 2 games out of 8, I believe, is crazy. For us to have conceded no goals at home so far in the Champions League, crazy. So yeah, looking forward to it. So obviously, last time that we faced Bayern Munich in the knockout rounds of the Champions League, yeah, let's just say it's an experience that scarred a lot of Arsenal fans. Like we're talking about the 10-2. Yeah, we got we got bad. Like yeah, we just got bad in it. Like what 2016, 2017 season, we got absolutely just uppercutted, man. Like it was brutal, man. Home and away. So for us, we lost 5-1 at home and we lost 5-1 away, and it's just embarrassing. Um, it's just super embarrassing. I won't even lie. Like there's still people to this day that will troll me about the 10-2, but it will happen like what 8 years ago, something like that. So it just shows that when your team goes out there and gets absolutely smoked, um, there's it just stays right, you know. And a big part of me does want us to go into this tie and well, revenge, but also just like set it straight, like just make them remember that you know we're not a little man club. Do you know what I mean? Like we're not a little man club. Like you can't just like that can't. When people talk about Bayern Munich versus Arsenal, that can't be the first thing that comes to people's head, in it. Like we need to change that. So yeah, we need to put our foot down, and I don't think anything can be drawn from those games. Um, just quite simply because the teams are both very different. You know, like the Bayern Munich team was strong. Like if you just look at the people that scored, Robin scored, Lewandowski scored, Thiago, the guy who I say now at Liverpool, but I guess it's more accurate to say in a hospital somewhere in Liverpool, he scored twice. And Muller scored. That was in the game at Bayern at their ground. And even just looking at it, they had Lam, they had Zabi Alonso, Hummels, Alaba, Vidal, Douglas Costa, who was absolutely rinsing us, Lewandowski, Robin, Javi Martinez, and Neuer. Like that team is strong, but but listen to the Arsenal lineup. Yeah, so in goal, yeah, had man like Ospina, yeah, already finished. Bellerin was on the right. Mustafi and Koscielny. Mustafi, in big Champions League. Kieran Gibbs on the left. A double pivot of Coquelin and Xhaka. And this wasn't Xhaka of the last Xhaka that we saw in the final season at Arsenal, or the Xhaka that we're currently seeing now at Leverkusen. It's not that Xhaka. It's the Xhaka that was played in some holding mid position, defensive mid, which is not his natural place to play. And obviously, he got a yellow card in the game, just obviously, because at them times that's all he was doing was racking up cards. We had Özil, number 10, and Sanchez, probably the only two in there that I'm like, yeah, wavy. Sanchez was up top, but that's like, yo, man, they had some heavy carrying to do. And then we had Oxlade-Chamberlain on the left and Iwobi on the right. And then if you just look at our bench, yeah, we had Czech, Gabriel, Giroud, Walcott, Monreal, Welbeck, and El Neni. Where was the hope? Like, I guess maybe Giroud come up at them times. We was playing Giroud in the wrong way for some reason. We'd always just play him lone up top when he's clearly better working with another striker. And then we had Walcott, the speed merchant. Yeah, I know he scored like over 100 goals for us across his whole time here, but literally it just came to a point in his career where he would just run and then just wouldn't know what to do after running and beating the man. So yeah, that was a their ground. And then obviously Eddie Emirates. Man like Walcott scored, give him his props, but Koscielny got sent off, so we had 10 men from the 54th minute. And then Lewandowski scored the penalty, in the 55th minute. Robin scored. Costa scored. Sorry, Douglas Costa, and Vidal scored twice. And then just our lineup. We started with Ospina in goal again. Crazy. Bellerin, Mustafi, Koscielny, and Monreal. Crazy. I liked Monreal, but as a player, I did like him, but just the quality wasn't there. Do you know what I mean? The quality it just wasn't there, man. If we're being completely honest, it just wasn't there. Then we had Xhaka playing alongside Ramsey. We had Oxlade-Chamberlain, Theo Walcott, Olivier, sorry, I said Oliver, English coming out of me. Olivier Giroud, and Alexis Sanchez. And by like the 72nd minute, Giroud came off, Ramsey came off, and Sanchez came off. And it's like Özil came on, Lucas Perez came on, and like the team's just different. So I don't think that we can draw from what happened back then, to be completely honest. And so it seems like Neuer, Coleman, and Sane are all going to be out at least for the first leg. So their team's definitely weakened. They don't have the same level as depth as what they had these times. Like I'm talking like them man had. Look. So Robin, Thiago, and Ribery, yeah, and they took them off for Douglas Costa, Joshua Kimmich, and Renato Sanchez. Oh, it's just different. Oh, it was just we was nowhere near them in terms of squad depth or just squad quality. We was just nowhere near them. And then look, I mean, I know form doesn't always go into like the UCL knockout football, innit? But goddamn, man, like Bayern Munich pretty much given up all hope. They pretty much thrown in the towel, man, in their league. Like they've been having some howlers, man, some proper howlers, and they got losing to Heidenheim in the second half after being 2-0 up, 3-2, man. Like I'm not trying to be rude, yeah, but I didn't know what a Heidenheim was, and I'm just seeing raw 3-2. Crazy. This is definitely not the Bayern of 2016-17. Don't get me wrong. They have a lot of good players, a lot of classy players, a lot of quality players that can make the difference. But I don't know whether it's down to like their lack of belief in the manager now, especially because it's pretty much confirmed that he will not be there next season. Maybe it's a mentality thing, or maybe there's just some problems going on behind the scenes, and maybe the players' relationships are not as great as they could be. But yeah, it's definitely not the Bayern of 2016-17. And I mean, not only is from an Arsenal perspective, not only is our team like just better overall, just in general to what it was back then. The way that we play now is so much more diverse and unpredictable. Like we can play that controlling, dominating game where we're like sustaining possession high up in your half and putting you to the sword, or we can sit back and soak up pressure and break on the counter attack. Like we're way more diverse in the way we play compared to back then, at least. And I don't know, like our defense is absolutely amazing. Like it's wonderful. Like I'm looking at our defense and I'm like, God damn, man, I love where we're at right now. Our back five, is beautiful, man. Like, and it's not even that we're not conceding that many goals. We're not really conceding chances. Like we're not giving you the chance to like really get at our goal. So do I think that Bayern can penetrate our defense? I don't think so. Manchester City couldn't, and in my opinion, they have so much more of a potent offensive game. So yeah. I don't think we can really use the 10-2 as a barometer going into this game, personally. But I know there will be a lot of talk in the build-up. There will be a lot of talk about it, probably. Where do I think Arsenal can win this game? So it seems like there's going to be a high chance that Bayern are going to start the game with De Ligt and Dyer as their centre backs. And I mean, even if like you trade any one of them out for Kim Min Jae, I don't think it will change too much. That De Ligt and Dyer, that's a zero pace defensive partnership. Like that the pace there is just non-existent. Like there is no speed at all. Like it's just big guys, just lumps, like just wardrobes jumping about the place, isn't it? So they'll either play super deep as a unit, and that will just allow us to control the game. Or they'll come out and attack, and then the likes of Martinelli and Saka, maybe even have do you know what? Anyone in our front three, to be completely honest, can just expose their incredible lack of speed, man. Like incredible lack of speed. Don't get me wrong, I know they've got fullbacks that can make up for that pace. But I mean, if you think about Arsenal, like if we need, like if we ever get broken against, like both Gabriel and Saliba have got a bit of speed about them in it, so it's not that bad. And I mean, our defense is formidable. I think this is what's going to carry us as far as we can go in the Champions League is our defense. We definitely got the best defense in Europe. We don't concede, like I said, we don't concede many chances. And I'm confident that we can lock Harry Kane out of the game. Like, look, Harry Kane, yeah, we know Harry Kane. We know Harry Kane. Harry Kane, we know you. Many experience, and you know what? You don't have that kind of that derby spirit now, innit? Because it's not a derby. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm personally not too worried about that. Like, don't get me wrong, Harry Kane's got the quality, but I think we got the quality in defense to keep him out, especially at home. Maybe in the away game might be a bit different. And yeah, Bayern will have no fans. It's time. It's a real opportunity for our fans to really be that 12th man. Like whenever any of their players have the ball, yeah, make that noise, throw them off, get in their head, all them things there. Make up song, none of your fans, whatever you gotta say, yeah, whatever you gotta shout, scream, all of that, yeah. Just make it a cauldron. That's what we gotta do. We gotta make it like a real intimidating place for those players. Like when they make a mistake, cheer. Do you know what I mean? Or somehow simultaneously everybody laugh. I don't know if that's achievable. Maybe it is, but think about it. Yeah, but just whatever you can do. Yeah, just make sure that you're doing it to throw them off, because yeah, in this game, our fans are really gonna play their part. And I mean, I don't think Tuchel, Thomas, whatever you want to call him, will be able to tactically outsmart Arteta, especially with the options, or I guess, or lack of options that he has at his disposal. Um, Arsenal having everybody available except Timber, it makes us not only very scary, but it also um, makes us a very unpredictable proposition. Like, how are you going to prepare? Like, because you don't know where we're going to go. You could prepare for, because Zinchenko's played the last 2 games at left back. You could prepare for that, but then the game started, and by the way, Tomiyasu's left back or Kyrgios left back. Do you know what I mean? Or I don't want to get anybody's hopes up, or maybe Timber's there. You never know. So you may prepare for Havertz to be up top, but then it's starting the game. You're like, raw, Trossard's up top, or raw, Jesus is up top. So it's like anything can really happen. So yeah, so I guess just finally, my desired starting lineup for this game, personally, is David Raya in goal, Kiwior on the left, Gabriel Saliba in the middle, the dynamic duo, and then Ben White on the right. I'd go with a double pivot of Partey and Rice, with Erdegaard playing the CAM position, number 10, attacking midfield, whatever you want to call it. And then I would go with Saka on the right, Trossard on the left, and Havertz up top. I mean, I was really close to picking Martinelli, but I think that Trossard and Havertz have a really good relationship, and I feel like with their relationship, we can be really potent. So yeah, I guess those are some of my pre-game thoughts on the first leg of the quarterfinal against Bayern at the Emirates. Yeah, I mean, let me know your thoughts. You know, do you agree with anything I said? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comments below. I'm up for any type of conversation. I guess I'll catch you guys later.